You may have already heard of the term used to, but I have always felt that learners of English don't use this term as often as could be helpful. So today in this video, we are going to explore when to use used to, the sentence and question structures of used to, and very importantly, the pronunciation. This is Learn English with Anika. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's get started. We use used to when we talk about past repeated actions or a state that was true in the past but not anymore. An example that's true for me, it would be, I used to play volleyball when I was younger. I used to play volleyball when I was younger. This means that I played volleyball many times in the past. I played it regularly, not just once. And I don't play volleyball anymore. So be careful not to confuse used to with past simple. If I had said I played volleyball once when I was little, in that case it happened only once in the past. But if I say I used to play volleyball in the past, it refers to me playing it regularly. Another example would be, John used to love that restaurant. John used to love that restaurant. Meaning this was something that was true in the past and not anymore. He probably does not like that restaurant anymore. The structure of used to is very simple. First, you start with the subject, followed by used to, and the verb in the base form. No matter what the subject is, this is always the structure. Be careful to pronounce used to as naturally as you can. Although we write the words used and to separately, while we pronounce, we say used to. We normally drop the D sound and say something like used to. Used to. I used to play volleyball. Now let's explore the negative form of used to. An example would be, I didn't used to cook much, but now I do. I didn't used to cook much, but now I do. Another example in the third person would be, she didn't used to smoke, but now she does. She didn't used to smoke, but now she does. The structure of negative form of used to is again very simple. We put the subject first, followed by didn't used to, and then the verb in the base form. Be careful about the pronunciation of the negative form. Didn't used to. We do not pronounce the T of didn't very clearly when we pronounce it naturally. So it would be something like didn't used to. Didn't used to. Didn't used to. I didn't used to cook much, but now I do. Now let's take a quick look at the question form of used to. An example question would be, what did you used to do when you were in Milan? What did you used to do when you were in Milan? This is an example of an open question. So open questions normally have a question word in them, which is what in this case. An example of a closed question or a yes or no question would be, did you used to work when you lived in Milan? Did you used to work when you lived in Milan? Now this is what the structure of a used to question looks like. If it's an open question, we start with a question word. Question words could be words like what, when, why, how, and who. After that, we have the auxiliary verb, which is always did for used to. Next, we put the subject. And finally, we have used to, followed by the verb in the base form. Now, my question to you is, how has your life changed compared to the past? Write down in the comment section below, what are some things you used to do and don't anymore? And what are some things you didn't used to do and do now? As for me, in the past, I used to have lots of friends and I used to spend a lot of time hanging out with them. Now that I'm older, I have fewer but closer friends. Something that I didn't used to do in the past is eating healthy. I didn't used to eat very healthy when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I eat much healthier. What about you? Tell me about how your life has changed in the comment section below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in my next video next Saturday. Have a good day.